Good day everyone. This day we're going to learn Properties of Numbers Lesson 1 for the Asvab Mathematics. Don't forget to subscribe, like, turn on notification, and share this video. So let's proceed now to our topic, Properties of Numbers. So every number have different properties. The first property is the commutative properties. This property was divided into two. First is the commutative property of addition, and the second thing is commutative property of multiplication. When we say commutative property of addition, the order in which numbers are added does not change the sum. So let's have an example. 4 plus 3 is equals to 3 plus 4. As you can see, even though we change the order of the number, the result or the sum will not change. Another example is 12 plus 3 is the same with 3 plus 12. And next example is 1 plus 2 is also the same with 2 plus 1. So for any number a and b is a plus b is equals to b plus a. Another commutative property is for the multiplication. So the order in which numbers are multiplied does not change the product. So like the property of addition or the commutative, it's the same with the multiplication. Even if we change the order of a number, the result or the product will not change. Like for an example, 6 times 3 is equals to 3 times 6. And 12 times 3 is the same with 3 times 12. So for any number a and b is a times b is equals to b times a. Another property is associative properties. So associative properties was divided into two, for the addition and then for the multiplication. So for associative property of addition means that the way in which addends are grouped does not change the sum. And for the multiplication, the way which factors are grouped does not change the product. So let's have an example for the addition, associative property of addition. So 4 plus 3 was grouped into a parenthesis and 5 was separated. So as you can see, even if we change the order of a number, the result will still be the same. So 4 plus 3 plus 5 and then 5 plus 4 plus 3. Another example is a group of 12 plus 3 and then plus 2 is the same with 2 plus 12 plus 3. So for any number a, b, and c, group of a plus b added to c and then group of b plus c added to a is just the same. Next, for an example for associative property of multiplication, a group of multiplication of 6 times 3 is multiplied to 2 and a group of 2 times 6 multiplied to 3, they are just the same. So another example is 12 times 3 multiplied to 4 and then a group of 4 times 12 multiplied to 3, the answer will still be the same. So for any number a, b, and c, a group of a times b multiplied to c and a group of b times c multiplied to a, they are both equal. Another property is identity properties. Identity properties for addition, it means that the sum of any number and 0 is the answer is the original number. So any number that you added to 0, the answer will be the original number. So example is 6 plus 0 is equals to 6 and then 10 plus 0 is equals to 10. So for any number a plus 0 is equals to a, that is identity property for addition. And identity property for the multiplication, the product of a factor and 1 or the product of any number and 1 is a number or a factor. So example is 6 times 1 is 6, 12 times 1 is 12. So any number that you multiply to 1 is identity property of multiplication. So for any number a is times 1 is equals to a. So next property is the multiplicative property of 0. This property is the product of a factor or a number and 0 is always 0. So, any number that you multiply to 0, the answer will be 0. Even if the number is big, the answer will still be 0. So like for an example, 6 times 0 is 0, and 10 times 0 is 0. So it is a property of multiplicative property of 0. So for any number a times 0 is 0. In multiplicative property, there is what you call reciprocal. Reciprocal means flipping any number, even fraction, or flipping any whole number, also fraction. So if you have a number, let's say 3, the reciprocal is 1 over 3 or 1 over number. Like for example, the original number is 8. The reciprocal is 1 over 8. So any whole number, there is automatically over 1. And another example is 2 over 3, and the reciprocal is 3 over 2. Another property is the distributive property. When we say distributive, any number outside the parentheses, you're going to distribute it inside the parentheses. So the distributive property tells us how to solve expressions in the form of a times b plus c or a times b minus c. So we need to remember to multiply first before doing the addition. So like for an example is, there is a 6 beside the group of number 2 plus 5. So we're going to distribute it 6 times 2 and then 6 times 5 before we add it. So 6 times 2 is 12, then plus 6 times 5 is 30, so 12 plus 30 is 40. So we're just going to distribute the number inside. Another examples are 5 times 3 and then 5 times 4. 5 times 3 is 15, and then plus 5 times 4 is 20. So 15 plus 20 is equals to 35. Number 2, to distribute it to 10 minus 3. 2 times 10 minus 2 times 3 times 10 is 20. Then 2 times 3 is 6. 20 minus 6 is 14. Then another example is 7 times 2 and then 7 times 5. So 7 times 2 is 14. Then 7 times 5 is 35. Is 14 plus 35 is 49. Then 3 distributed to 2 plus 3. 3 times 2 plus 3 times 3, 6 plus 9 is 15. And distributive property can be also an algebraic expression. So a plus a distribute to 3 and 4. So a times 3 is 3a, and then 4a times 4 is 4a. 3a plus 4a is 7a. Number 6, b distribute to 5 minus 2. So b times 5 is 5b, and b times 2 is 2b. So 5b minus 2b is 3b. So let's answer the following question. So if you want to participate in this question, you can comment your answers in the comment box. So name the property of the following questions. So we have there an example, 16 plus 3 is equals to 3 plus 16. So this property is a commutative property of addition. So if you wanted to participate, answer the following and comment it in the comment box.
I know